Ever wished you could just like teleport yourself to a film festival? Soak in all that atmosphere, that buzz, all that creative energy. Well, today's deep dive, it's the next best thing, really.
Yeah.
We're going to the Cartagena Film Festival, or FICCI, as the cool kids call it.
Ah, FICCI, I love it.
But we're not just going for the films themselves, we're going behind the scenes with someone who lives and breathes, well, Colombian cinema.
And not just, a casual fan. We're talking someone who's really, truly a part of the Colombian film scene, someone who's using their position to, shine a light on those hidden gems.
Exactly. So meet Arturo Agudelo.
Okay.
He's a journalist who spent over a decade, really dedicated himself to promoting these local filmmakers. We're talking Region 365, Zona FM radio, even producing content for government media outlets.
Wow, he's done it all. And that's not even the half of it. Producer, advisor, he even sits on the Meta Region's Audiovisual Council. It's clear this isn't just a job for him. It's a real, genuine commitment. He wants to get those voices heard, the stories of Colombian filmmakers out there.
Yeah, and all that experience across these different types of media, that's a platform, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's hoping to use all of that at this year's FICCI. Plans to share his time there with both, local and government-run media.
That is such a smart move, seriously. Talk about strategy.
Right.
He's creating a ripple effect, not just reporting on the festival, but showcasing it. Who knows? Maybe he'll even inspire the next generation of filmmakers, or at least get more people watching, right?
And get this. This is where it gets really cool. Agudelo mentions in his application that he wants to document testimonies of contest winners. Now, before you think, oh, just another interview, imagine this. A filmmaker, fresh off, their debut feature, standing ovation, and they're sharing those raw emotions, years of struggle with Agudelo.
Or, picture a screenwriter finally seeing their words come to life on the big screen. Their vision realized.
That's the powerful stuff.
These are the stories Agudelo's after. The human side of it all. Not just the awards, but the journey.
And speaking of journeys, this isn't Agudelo's first rodeo at FICCI.
Really?
2018, he went with a whole delegation from the Meta region. And they didn't just go to watch movies.
No way.
Remember those behind-the-scenes clips everyone loves, the ones that give you a peek behind the curtain?
Oh, yeah, the best.
That's what they were doing back in 2018, ahead of the curve.
Wow. See, that's what I'm talking about, proactive. It's one thing to attend a festival, but to leverage that experience, to really showcase your region, its unique contribution to film, that's dedication.
They were creating their own content for social media. They even made these audio-visual capsules just highlighting, what the Meta region was bringing to the table.
Wow.
And don't forget, this is 2018 we're talking about, way before everyone was doing it.
Seriously, they were ahead of their time. That just shows you, how important it is to tell your own story.
Yeah.
Even back then, Agudelo and his team, they understood. They didn't wait around for someone to say, hey, you guys are great, let's make a documentary about you. They were like, nope, we got this.
They took charge. It's amazing how these things can kind of snowball, and this wasn't some vanity project for Agudelo. He called all his work voluntary. Remember that?
Right.
It wasn't about the money. It wasn't about getting his name out there. This was passion, pure and simple, for Colombian cinema.
And that's the kind of thing that's contagious.
Okay.
It gets other people excited. It makes them think, hey, I've got stories too.
Right.
And suddenly you've got this whole community, all because someone dared to dream a little,
And he didn't just dream, he kept going. After that 2018 FICCI, he came back home and helped create a whole new film festival, Pele El Ojo.
No way. Really?
Talk about putting your money where your mouth is.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
He saw what was missing, that platform for new voices, those filmmakers just starting out, and he decided to build it himself.
And it's not just some small town affair. This is Pele El Ojo's third year running. It's even officially recognized by the National Association of Film Festivals in Colombia.
Wow. That's the big leagues. It's gone from this little passion project to a real player in the industry. A place where talent is discovered. That's huge.
And that's what's so cool about all this,
It really is.
Agudelo's story.
Yeah, it shows you, one person with enough passion, they can make a difference.
Totally.
It inspires other people, right?
Yeah.
And before you know it, you've got this whole film community.
And it really makes you wonder.
How many Agudelos are out there?
Right.
Quietly, shaping the future of Latin American cinema. How many film festival directors in the making are out there right now, totally inspired by this guy?
It's a good reminder, you know what I mean? That there's so much out there we haven't even seen yet. Not just the films, but the people behind them, pouring their heart into it.
And it begs the question, like, what can we do?
Yeah.
How can we support these communities?
Yeah, because it's not enough to just, like, watch.
Right. We're got to get involved.
Exactly. Go to a film festival, seek out films you've never even heard of.
Spread the word.
Yeah. Share these stories like we're doing right now with Agudelo, for instance.
Because you never know. That filmmaker you've never heard of, they could be your new favorite. Or maybe you'll inspire someone to, go make their own movie.
Exactly. And that's like the whole point of these deep dives, right?
Right.
Remember how this one started? With a press credential application.
Oh, yeah.
It's easy to forget, all the work that goes on behind the scenes.
All the people.
Yeah, the journalists, the organizers, the volunteers,
Yeah.
the film festivals, the movie premieres, all those people united by, this love of cinema.
Agudelo's story, I think it reminds us to look a little deeper. Yeah.
Past the red carpets, the awards, all that, and see the passion that makes it all happen.
Absolutely.
So listeners, if you want to support Colombian cinema,
Check out the Paleolojo Film Festival.
keep an eye out for FICCI 2024.
And keep that love of cinema alive.
And on that note, that's a wrap on our deep dive into the heart of Colombian cinema. Catch you next time, film fans.